represent words which come back together to form a phrase. Most of the land in Dumbo was owned by the Jehovah's Witnesses and sold and developed into expensive condominiums. The witnesses made a killing. There were no witnesses. A couple of years ago in Gramercy Park, there was a murder of two witnesses to a murder. To the murder of the witnesses to the murder. There were no witnesses. Exactly what the American football player Aaron Hernandez was trying to pull off. His teammate Tom Brady was trying to pull up a similar thing, but he didn't kill any people. He just killed his telephone. The next neighborhood after Dumbo is Rambo, right after Manhattan Bridge overpass. That's a backronym. A backronym is a pre-existing word broken down into letters which still represent words which still come back together to form a phrase. And yes, it's named for Sylvester Stallone. Why? Because he was in a movie called Lords of Flatbush, and right now we're on Flatbush Avenue. Right through the next intersection, Flatbush Avenue goes right through present-day Rambo. And before the streets of Rambo were paved, hey, they were rocky. Welcome to Jay-Z land. Jay-Z grew up in the J&Z lines here, the Marcy Avenue projects. He grew up with a couple of other famous rappers, including Busta Rhymes and Chris Wallace, who went on to become Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. If I go, hey, you got to go. Ain't nobody need to know I bleep your bleep in the mix. Escargot, my escargot, swiftly, 160, the do-run-run, the do-run-run. Not only did my escargot, our bus about to go around the corner. You want escargot to go, you got to go to a gas station in Quebec. Oh boy, the lady turned around. Wait, I'm not done. A couple of blocks over is Brooklyn Heights, where all the famous writers live. Norman Mailer, Truman Capote, Walt Whitman, author of The Leaves of Grass. There's a book that Bill Clinton gave to Monica Lewinsky. It's also the book he gave to Hillary. I have no idea what he gave to Eleanor Mondale. Carson McCullers. Who am I leaping out?
Carson McCullers.
Carson McCullers. Truman, and now Matt Damon bought a $17 million penthouse there. But you know who the minister was there during the Civil War? The preacher was Henry Ward Beecher. He was the preacher. He was the brother of Harriet Beecher Stowe, her Uncle Tom's Cabin. But he was not the only preacher who was a preacher. Peter, brother Thomas K. Beecher was also a preacher. Thomas K. Beecher was Mark Twain's preacher in Elmira, New York. That congregation was ardently abolitionist, though Thomas K. Beecher was pro-slavery. They were both a Beecher and a preacher, and a Beecher-preacher double feature, and yes, they were both the son of a Beecher-preacher man. The first Beecher to be the first Beecher-preacher there in Brooklyn Heights was Lyman Beecher. He was a featured Beecher-preacher. When I was there, Lyman and Thomas K. and Henry Ward, there were two other Beechers that were preachers, Edwin and Charles. That made it a quintuple Beecher-preacher. And the Beechers that weren't preachers, they were teachers. So each Beecher was a preacher or a teacher. That's the story of the Beecher-preacher and teacher clan. Okay. I gave you.